We are here with John Sills, National Sales Manager at Nova Caravans, and today we're checking out the Metrolink. All right, Jono, let's take a seat, mate, and you can tell us all about the van. What is it that makes the Metrolink so popular in the Nova lineup?
Oh, mate, it's an entry-level van, but we're still not cutting costs on the build quality or anything like that. So realistically, the difference between a Metrolink, a Bravo, or even in this layout, a Terra Sports, it's just a level of luxury which you'd like.
And how do you build it? You're still using those Nova Pro L composite wall paneling?
Yeah, that's right, we are. It's about 25mm thick. The externals, obviously aluminium. You won't find a van with better insulation as this. My favourite thing, as everyone knows, is the wiring's all now internal, so it's easy and accessible to get to. It's lightweight, strong, and look, if you did manage to damage it, we've had a couple of people with family vans where the kids have scraped down the side with their scooters and push bikes. Don't take it to a caravan repairer, take it straight to a panel beater because it's exactly the same as your car.
Yeah, right, a panel beater can sort it out for you.
Absolutely.
Now, I reckon every caravan needs to be fairly self-sufficient, so tell me about that. What have you got in terms of water and 12-volt power?
So you've got two 80-litre water tanks standard on the Metrolink. They come with a 170-watt solar panel, 105-amp battery, and of course you can always add more solar panels and more batteries if needed. Suspension, stock standard, we just use leaf springs and beam axles, but once again that can be upgraded to an independent suspension if you wished. We basically build everything in-house. It's all put together, it's not made by a third party and sort of shipped in from who knows where and screwed together. So we do make everything ourselves under the one roof at the factory. At the end of the day, realistically, it's got everything that a big van's got in it.
Now, how big is that? About 19.6?
No, it's actually only 16'6".
No.
Yeah, definitely is. And look, right across the range, whether it's a Metrolink, a Bravo, or as you've seen, the Terra Sports, it is the most popular layout. I think a lot of it's got to do with a lot of people have done a lot of travelling. They've had the 22-footers and, you know, they've sold it for whatever reason. They might have got a smaller four-wheel drive and, you know, it's still got all the luxuries that a big van's got, but you're not towing that big extra weight or that length. And of course, as you know, a lot of people who have caravans and then they might sell them or get out of them, they miss it. So they miss the social side. So the next step is, well, we've had the big van, we've been around Australia 2 or 3 times. Let's get something little where we can just stay closer to home, or if you wanted to, you can still go around Australia in it, but you haven't got the stress of towing a big van, fuel consumption. And that's why right across the whole range, it is actually our biggest selling layout.
For a little van, that looks big. I mean, that must be spacious on the inside.
Oh, mate, it is. Like, it's big everything. It's got big 2-door fridge. It's got a big queen bed. It's got a good-sized dinette. So, like I was saying before, realistically, it's the little big van. It's the TARDIS of the caravans.
So what about the roof? What are you guys doing there?
Okay, so we've been using a one-piece fiberglass roof now for nearly 8 years, or it might be a little bit more. Obviously, being no joins, less chances of leaks. As far as insulation properties go, they're about 3 degrees cooler in the heat. But the big thing that people do tell me is, in reference to an aluminium roof, is if you're ever in a caravan in torrential rain, it gets loud. It's nowhere near as loud with a fiberglass roof.
Some of the standard features, mate, I noticed you've got a reversing camera there.
Yeah, reversing camera. You'll notice inside the van, it's got what's called Vegas leather. Also, priority to us is safety for our customers. We've obviously been fitting the electronic stability control from Alco ever since it came out. That's been right across the board at all models. You'll also find with the 16'6", because it is on a single axle, it is on a 6-inch chassis. You can turn it on a hairpin. So whether it's reversing at home or even just getting in and out of caravan parks, they're just so easy to
They are so much easier, aren't they?
Oh, and we find a lot of people, even as their first van, not necessarily they've had vans before, they'll go to the single axle because of that movability and where they store it at home. Notice the bench top is cut back around the toilet. Because a lot of the times you look at some of these vans and geez, you need bum room when you're sitting on the toilet, don't you? So we've catered for that. You'll also notice that it is also pre-framed, pre-plumbed and pre-powered for those little washing machines that go on the walls. So that's all stock standard. Everything you see in this caravan today is standard. The Swift hot water service, which is Australian made. Also, obviously, you've got 12-volt pumps on board, all lighting, interior and exterior is obviously LED. And of course, you've got your 24-inch TV to entertain you during the evening. Now, in the main control board, which you'll see inside in a moment, where you've got your water tank gauges and everything like that, that's actually a false panel that comes out. So if there was an electrical problem, one of our service agents could get to everything and an easy job to repair.
Right, John, you said this van was like the TARDIS, so why don't you show me just how big this little van really is?
Yeah, come on and have a look, mate. Now, if you get lost in there, don't blame me, because it is big on the inside, trust me. The layout obviously works for a lot of people, whether they want to go on-road, off-road, it doesn't really matter.
Well, I don't know if Doctor Who's ever gone caravanning, but I think you'd approve. Jono, look, everything you've said is true. I mean, this 16'6" Metrolink, it does feel larger on the inside than it actually is. And Nova's experience with cabinetry, the expertise in this area, it just shines through in this van. It looks fantastic. And I'm checking out the Metrolink with my boy Ethan. And of course, we've got Lola, our family pet. And mate, it's a bit hot out here, isn't it? Jono?
Yeah, mate.
You got any water?
Matter of fact, I do. Here you go, gents.
Oh, beauty.
A little water out of the big fridge, out of the little big van. Yeah?
Jono, thanks, mate, for the grand tour of the 16'6" Nova Metrolink. Mate, you guys, you build a good van, you know that. Manufacturer of the Year for 2017 and 2018.
Yeah, mate, that's right. And also the only manufacturer to ever win it twice.
Well, there you go, mate. Let's hit the road.
All right.
Come on, bud.